So we started moving forward. The relation was good. Actually, we'd sit down and we would talk about issues. We look at the best concern for the citizens, and we started moving them forward. But what started to happen near the end of that was that with the union president and myself meeting together, I didn't bring my deputies and he didn't bring anybody else out of the executive, it started to be raised concern that maybe we were getting along too well and that the union's interests weren't been best served. And at some point it was viewed that maybe the union president was in my back pocket. So at the end of 2009, or I guess at the end of 2008, the contract was up for negotiations, and we negotiated a new contract. And in that, there was and I only raise it because it becomes a significant, what I believe was kind of a turning point in the relationship. We negotiated a new clause, a classification, which was called peak car, which we provide both fire and EMS, and 83% of my call volume now is EMS. So we negotiated peak car, which was allowed me to, instead of working the traditional 2 days, 2 nights and 4 off, they worked 4 straight days, and we tried to cover off our peak call volume on the EMS side. And so that was negotiated. That was in the end of 2008. It was a 2009, 10, 11 contract. And during that, in the fall of 2010, the union president steps down and 2 more members are replaced, so that we have a turnover of the union executive. And during that time, I introduced the peak car. We had postponed the implementation. We had told in the province of Manitoba we actually have 4 firefighters funded by the province, the government of Manitoba, and said that they were going to give us 4 more. And so we were waiting, it didn't happen. So I introduced the peak car into the department, taking 4 guys off the shift, dropping from 14 down to 13, and put them on the days. The union grieved it. It went to arbitration in April of 2010, and the ruling came down in September, and it ruled in favor of the city.